Building powerful AI usually requires a massive amount of infrastructure, thousands of servers working around the clock to process your data. This approach is hungry. It consumes endless streams of electricity and requires massive warehouses of computers just to manage the information we give it every day. But the most sophisticated computer we know, the human brain, doesn't work this way. It fits inside a skull and runs on about as much power as a dim light bulb. If we want intelligence that can grow with us, we have to look away from industrial machines and toward the quiet efficiency found in nature. BioCapt version 2.1 is built on that biological blueprint. It moves the intelligence away from distant data centers and places it directly in your hands. This design mirrors a personal notebook that understands how you think. It is a precise, intimately owned space where your work and tools live together. This change makes the intelligence yours. It shifts from being a service you rent from a corporation to a cognitive tool that stays with you. Standard AI programs are almost always running in the background. They act like an engine idling at a red light, constantly burning through your device's battery and processing power, even when they aren't doing anything useful. BioCapt handles this by staying quiet until it is actually needed. It follows the same patterns as our own brain cells. Within the system, 1,000 individual agents sit dormant. They take up hardly any space, about as much as a high-resolution photograph. When a new task arrives, they spark to life, perform their function in a fraction of a second, and immediately return to sleep. Because the system only uses power during those brief moments of thought, your own phone or laptop can handle complex reasoning without needing to ask a cloud server for help. When you use an AI that lives in the cloud, your unedited ideas and private data have to leave your device to get an answer. Since BioCapt is light enough to run locally, all that processing stays on the hardware you own. Your ideas never have to touch a corporate server. Your phone and laptop can securely sync their intelligence through a direct, encrypted connection. It acts as a locked circuit that only you can access. This localized loop ensures that you stay the master of your own information and your own digital footprint. If everything is locked in private, it might seem like we lose the ability to learn from one another. We can find the answer in how a group of ants navigates. They don't share their entire history. They simply leave clear, helpful trails in their environment that others can follow to find the best path. BioCapt does this by separating the lesson from the student. It packages specific skills it has mastered into small knowledge bubbles. You can share these bubbles to a global library. Others can use the specific logic or skill your system developed without ever seeing the private memories or personal facts that helped build it. This lets us build a collective intelligence together while keeping our individual lives completely private. One major issue with typical AI is it can't always prove where its answers came from. It gives you a result, but it can't show you the work. BioCapt is required to keep a built-in trail of proof for every single action it takes. This record tracks every piece of evidence and logical step used to build an idea. It's an unchangeable list of receipts for your thoughts. Like Da Vinci using mirrored handwriting to seal his inventions, this digital record serves the exact same purpose. It gives you a verifiable way to prove exactly when you had an idea and how you developed it, acting as a permanent safeguard for your creative work. We are shifting away from a world where we're just a fuel for massive centralized machines. By focusing on biological efficiency, total privacy, and the ability to prove where our ideas come from, we change our relationship with technology. This is a return to a world where the person using the tool is the most important part of the process. It puts you back in control of the future.